Morning, children. So we have completed the lesson regarding the Democratic Republic of Congo in the previous class. So then we have already discussed that the world has got different climatic regions, and we are dealing with one particular country from one particular region, right? So we had already dealt one with the torrid zone around the equatorial region, and now it is a time for us to go to the polar region, right? So we know the two ends, the top and the bottom end, okay, from where the longitudes start and end are called the longitudes, the polar region, right? So the points from where the longitudes start and end, one in the top, the north, and the other in the south, are known as the polar region. And there is an Arctic Circle on the north and an Arctic Circle in the south, which is around 66.5 degree north and south. So now we are going to learn one particular region. It's not a country basically, it's a part of the country in the northern hemisphere, because we know southern hemisphere is mostly of oceans and not much land masses. And we have some solid land mass where human beings live is in the northern polar region, right? Southern polar region, we have a very big land mass called Antarctica, which is in the South Pole, but human beings do not live there because of its extreme cold conditions, right? So we need to study some land area where some human beings are able to live. Such kinds of land areas are found in the northern hemisphere, and we are going to learn a country, a region, which is called the Greenland. Okay, so Greenland is called the land of ice and the snow because just like the Antarctica, which is in the Antarctic Circle, Greenland is also a snow-covered land, right? Okay, so now we will know more about Greenland. Okay, so we know this is the equator and this is the Democratic Republic of Congo, which we have already studied in the previous lesson. This is the Arctic Circle, the northern Arctic Circle. This is the Antarctic Circle, which is in the south. It's a 66.5 degree north latitude, and this is 66.5 degree south latitude. This region is called the North Polar region, and this is called the South Polar region. Okay, so we are going to deal with the country. This is what we are going to deal with today, Greenland, right? So now we will have a look from the top, means from the North Pole side of this region. Yes. So this is the North Pole. Clear? This is the North Pole. And this is the Arctic Circle. The region inside it is shown in a different color. So we have some regions of Russia in Asia there. Then Alaska, which belongs to USA. Canada, the North American country of Canada. It has got plenty of regions over here. Then we have Greenland here. Then yes, Finland, Sweden and Norway also in the Arctic region. Okay, so what are the major regions found here? The northern region, Siberian region of Russia, northern region of Alaska, northern Canada, then Greenland. See, major part of Greenland is in the Arctic Circle. Then some portions of Norway, Sweden and Finland in Europe. Okay, so these are the regions which are there in the Arctic Circle, right? Okay, yes. This is Greenland. Okay, this is the Arctic Circle and this is a Greenland. Greenland is actually the biggest island in the world. Greenland is the biggest island in the world, and it's actually a part of a small kingdom here, Denmark. This kingdom in this country is called Denmark. So Greenland is a part of this country, or Greenland was once a colony of Dutch, and now it's ruled by the Dutch government, right? Yes, in the world map, see, This is what we call as a Greenland. The biggest island, see, it's almost equal to that of, to be frank, this is comparatively bigger than Australia. Australia is the smallest continent we know. Greenland is the biggest island. But when we compare the size of these two, it's almost bigger than Australia. But the problem is, population and other aspects of this region is comparatively very less. And that is why it's not considered as a separated continent, but that is considered as an island. Right? And here we can see Denmark. Okay, so this is Denmark, and this big island of Greenland is a part of this Denmark. See, we have, this is India, and we have Andaman Nicobar Islands here and Lakshadweep Islands there, no? In the same way, Denmark is taking care of Greenland. Right? Okay. Now, when we look from the space, this is a North Pole, and this is Greenland. Okay, just like that of Antarctica, this also is a snow-covered region, right? So earlier, this island of Greenland was called Greenland by a Viking explorer. His name is Erik the Red. So Vikings and Norse and Vikings are two groups of people who belong to this region. Okay, there's a Norway-Swedish region who used to do a lot of ocean explorations. Okay, so they go in search of new lands and they establish trade links with them and all. So these people, the Vikings in this region, were very famous for that, and they were concentrating mostly on the European regions and these regions. Okay, they were not interested in doing the trade with other regions because they never knew that there is some regions like that. So this happened very many years ago. It happened in 981. Sorry, 981. 981. Erik the Red was a Viking explorer who came to this region, the southern region of Greenland, and it was he who named this island as a Greenland. Okay, so this island was actually then they established some settlements over there. Viking settlements started there. Means more and more Viking people came and they started living there in the possible areas of Greenland. Then in 1380, the Dutch people attacked this region and they conquered it. Dutch people means the people from the Denmark. Okay, so in 1380, the Dutch people conquered this Vikings who were settled over there, and they conquered it. And in 1953, it was internationally accepted as a region that belongs to Denmark. Okay, so they started it as a colony, and then they got an international acceptance, right? It's a full-fledged internal government. Means though this is a part of Denmark, this region has its own government, and that system started from 1981. Okay, so this is a short history of Greenland. So Greenland is an island which is there in the North Atlantic Ocean. So this is the North Atlantic Ocean part, and this is the Arctic Ocean. Okay, this is actually lying in between these two regions, right? The Northern Atlantic Ocean and the Arctic Ocean, right? It was an unknown island. In 981, Erik the Red, a Viking explorer, discovered this island, and it was named as Greenland. In 1380, the Dutch people attacked it and made it a colony. In 1953, it was internationally accepted as a Dutch region or a land belonging to the Denmark. And from 1981, Greenland has its own government. Still, it is a Dutch, an area which belongs to Denmark. Okay. So, this island of Greenland is just 650 kilometers away from the North Pole, right? 650 kilometers away from the North Pole and hardly 16 kilometers from Canada.